Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Annie. If you're new here, go ahead and click that subscribe button. And if you want to know whenever I post, go ahead and click that notification bell as well. If you're returning, welcome back. Today, I know y'all have seen so many knotless braids videos, but this right here has got to be one of my favorite clients, and she's moving soon. Like, this is her last appointment, so I said I have to make a video. Like, there has to be like evidence that you was in my seat. Like, I don't know, we always have good conversations, this, that, and the third. So I said, y'all are gonna get another knotless video. So as y'all know, and as I always refer to, I already have a pre-parting video out already, and I will link that down below. But that's what I did before I started. That's what I always do before I start. I pre-part. It makes life easier. It makes life go faster. And here I am pre-parting those pre-parts because that also makes life faster. Preparation always makes life, did I say faster? Easier. So this is basically how I pre-part each row. After I've pre-parted, my whole head, I pre-part the rows as I go along. So before I even start braiding that row, I'll first use the pre-parts that I made at the beginning to line up the ones in the back. The ones that we sectioned off at the beginning. You will also see this in more detail in my pre-parting video listed down below. But after that's all taken care of, I make boxes before I start to braid. I think it's important to get the sizing right, because one thing is everybody's head shape is different. So sometimes you'll have more boxes, sometimes you'll have less boxes. Sometimes where you made that initial part, you're gonna have to make smaller boxes. Like, I'll make these boxes and sometimes I'll go and redo them because like the sizing is off towards the front. But I always like to start in the back when I do my parts, because I feel like these parts are more definite than the front, because based off the front, based on how their edges are, based on based on how their edges are in the front, will determine how big your boxes are. If they have thinner edges, you're gonna want to put more hair into it towards the front. Not saying that the boxes are gonna be bigger, but you have to be more cautious of that. And it's a lot of thought process and just to figure out how, when you get to the front, what box size you should have. But look at your client's head, see how their edges look like. Do you need to add more so you're not gripping too much on the edges? So when you're braiding, also make sure, like, you should know, like, hey, let me leave her edges out. Hey, don't. But I ask my client every time, hey, how many edges do you want out? Do you want a lot of edges out? Oh, do you know how to do your edges? Because, they're going to leave there. Do you know how to do your edges? This, that, and the third, Make sure you're doing what your client likes. But basically, yeah, I pre-part my boxes beforehand, and then I get to braiding afterwards. But here's the process. Okay, now we start braiding. After you've done the pre-parting, we can start braiding. The first thing I do is make sure that section is flat. I make sure it's smooth. I make sure, this is kinky hair. This is kinky 4C, 3A, 3B, 3C hair. You got to make sure it's slick and smooth first before you start braiding. So after I do that, I divide it into 3 sections, and then I begin. I start with the leftmost side, and I braid that under first, and I braid under on the right side. And then I braid again on the left side before I start adding hair. And when I add hair, I add 3 times first to secure the base. You will see me do that now. I will add 3 strands of what hair? Outre. I'm using Outre. I love Outre hair. I am adding 3 strands first, and after that, that's basically how you secure the base. You'll see me switch my hands. You see me add the 3rd one, and now I'm switching to over, and that's because I don't have to have that much tension anymore within my fingers, and I can just braid freely. So I switch the way I do it, and yeah. And then I'm going to show you guys how I do it one more time, and then y'all can just watch me braid.